Alright, for those of you who aren't in the tournament scene super deep, here you go. The meta matchup, Kislev versus Kislev. Debatably the strongest faction, them or the Empire, but debatably the strongest faction in the whole game. Some people, their strategy to beat Kislev is just to pick Kislev into Kislev. We'll cast it. One, because I do try and remember that not everyone watches every tournament and is super plugged in, so maybe they'll think a Kislev versus Kislev mirror is cool, even though I am very bored of it. And two, we do have the Golden Knight, which is not typical at all in any case ever. So we have Pigman versus Leopard, I believe, if I remember correctly, and this was from. Pigman, we have triple Griffin Legion. Very, very strong with the Glorious Charge updates. And then a bunch of Streltsy and Kossars, front line of armored Kossars, and then a Tempest Caster with just Blizzard. For the other side, Red Kislev, Kossars with Spears, Armored Kossar frontline, Winged Lancers, and Griffin Legion again for the Glorious Charge stuff. Some Cosmic Dervishes, a Tempest Caster with Gust of True Flight and Hailstorm, then a Little Grom, and the Golden Knight Nariska Lesia. I butchered that pronunciation, that's the best I can do. The only thing she brought with her is the Totem of Ursus, negates magic damage, negates magical weapons within the effect area, negates magical weapons within the effect area. Why is that twice? That seems dumb, but okay. And then silenced. If she can just follow around the enemy caster, you can stop them from casting any spells all game long. I really think she is bad, but we'll see. We'll see. Both sides trading fire as both hybrid front lines more than happy to shoot at each other rather than get into pure melee. And currently, the Golden Knight is stuck on her own troops as she tries to weave her way through them. Meanwhile, over here we have Griffin Legion fighting Griffin Legion, and a Blizzard at the very back of this formation to get a little bit of damage without damaging Pigman's own units. And then a rear charge in from the Kossovite Dervishes. Blood as Popso's Griffin Legion will fight to the end. Meanwhile, over here, Winged Lancers charge Streltsy. Gets a decent damage down as they're getting shot in the side by Armored Kossars, taking an awful lot of damage, and still the hybrid front lines are trading blows. Griffin Legion charges into Winged Lancers. The Griffin Legion should win that, but in comes a Hailstorm to even the odds a little bit. Man, the Winged Lancers getting creamed. And some of the Hailstorm will even hit them, but both sides taking a lot, and overall that does favor Red as the cheaper Cavalry is trading even. Little Grom firing away at the other Griffin Legion still. Front line's going nowhere as they continue to shoot at each other. And the Winged Lancer is actually going to die while fighting the Streltsy, which is a bit surprising. This Griffin Legion was routed off by their Griffin Legion and Kossovite Dervishes. Kislev Mirror continues on. Fireblood wearing off for this Griffin Legion, so it looks like they're going to rout. Winged Lancers still have 5 seconds left on theirs. And Green is in a bit of a pickle. Now they're winning the frontline fight slowly. They are pushing through here. Little Grom still firing away. Happy as a clam as he misses the Griffin Legion. Winged Lancers are going to get peeled by the Streltsy just shooting them in the face. So they are gone. The Golden Knight so far hasn't had to fight the Tempest Lady too much. She's just been fighting random Kossars with her time. Which I guess that's fine. Appreciate that. How are we doing back here? Griffin Legion and Kossovite Dervishes pulling back for now, just trying to recoup for a little bit. Quick Hailstorm hits the Streltsy. Not going to do too much damage, but I guess it's annoying. I guess. And the Golden Knight now has her sights set on the Ice Witcher Tempest, wants to stop any more Blizzards from coming in, but also do a little bit of Lord damage over and over again across time. Kossovite Dervishes charge straight into the Streltsy while they get shot by arrows. Overall should be fine. Golden Knight might be in a bit of trouble as Griffin Legion are going to rear charge her. But man, just getting good damage out on the Ice Witch. I'll give you that. Little Grom going to fire at the Griffin Legion that are clustered up here. Manages to somehow hit their own Dervishes instead. Whatever. Alright, Little Grom, I see you. Green still has a ton of infantry left. Red's infantry is running out. Red's cavalry also isn't feeling the best. Looks like Red is relying on Little Grom and their 2 single-entity Hero and Lord combo to do well. Little Grom is trying to snipe out the Ice Witcher Tempest at the moment. Kislev doesn't need their Lord too much, because By Our Blood usually gets them through any leadership shocks, but it's always good to snipe them. There's never a time you don't want to kill the enemy Lord. Blizzard is out. Though it looks like a bit of a whip as it's targeting an already fleeing opponent, and then these Cossars Spears dodge. But I think she realizes that she is on an extreme timer. Yeah, she's doing what I said on a live stream a while ago, is that if your Lord is going to die, it's honestly just better to put them in a corner and keep them safe, rather than let them die for like one last hit or something. It's more worth it to give your whole army leadership buff than it is to, you know, get one hit in and then die. Fight continues on. Armored Kossar fighting Armored Kossar. I wonder who will win. And the red side's looking real sparse, my friends. Balance of power is heavily in red's favor because of their 3 high health bar expensive units over here, but green is slowly cleaning it up. We have a dervish in the background. I wonder if this Kossar can figure it out and get a couple shots off before the dervishes come for him. Streltsy also going to shoot at them as they go. Lining up. Get the shots off. Good damage. Kosovo dervishes 0 leadership. They try to get into range for that charging leadership buff, but -3. They are going to rout as a hailstorm hits some other Kossars. The Golden Knight is still trying to track down the Ice Witch Tempest in the distance. They're the same speed, so if the Ice Witch stays far enough away that she doesn't give the charge bonus to the Golden Knight, then she should be able to maintain range indefinitely. Streltsy moving up, trying to shoot at the Ice Witch, but the Griffin Legion is in the way. They're trying to get out of the way. It's just not really working out for them. And these Streltsy instead turn on the Armored Kossars that are nearby. Firing at those silver-shielded menaces. Green's just trying to clean up the battlefield a little bit. Little Grom still has 6 ammunition, though he's spending most of his time running away from Armored Kossars, so he doesn't exactly get to spend it. The last Griffin Legion is out from both sides. Streltsy again defending themselves against these Kossovite dervishes, and again the dervishes are charging with 0 leadership. This time they'll make it, plus 15 leadership on the charge. Slam into the Streltsy, and should take them out before their charge bonus wears off, and then they'll probably rout and shatter for the last time. These Armored Kossars do need to turn and fire at the dervishes. It looks like they'll do so now. Another hailstorm hits the Armored Kossars. Balance power gets worse for green. Golden Knight is back as the Ice Witch Tempest is alive and well on the top side. Alright. Golden Knight's back in, next to Little Grom and the Ice Witch. For the red side, that is it. Everything else is routing or beyond all repair. Like that Kossar is about to rout any second now. That Kossar is going to rout any second now, and that's it. Regular Kossar is running out of ammunition here. Hailstorm is out onto the Armored Kossars that are very clustered up, so they'll actually take a ton of damage. Yeek! Fire blood popped! These Kossars with a couple pistol shots left. These Kossars with their bows and plenty of ammo. Looks like they're maybe trying to shoot at Little Grom. Little Grom is the safer target. Much easier for archers to hit than these small single entities on horseback. Ice Witch took some damage. Oh, Little Grom threw on guard mode and is shooting at her. I see. As Streltsy peel off last of these Armored Kossars, Little Grom hits another shot. Fire blood is popped. And there comes a hailstorm as well. Balance power is danger low for Green Kislev. Army losses is coming in soon. They got to find a way to do a lot of damage to Little Grom. He's the easiest one to actually hit. Yeah, they are aiming for him. They're trying to take him out. In the distance, the Ice Witch still relying on Fire blood. It has worn off now. What's her leadership? -15, so she routs. Golden Knight is stuck in Armored Kossars, and she's losing that fight. She's not enjoying hanging out in Armored Kossars for that long. Little Grom is taking the damage we need. Some of these Kossars are routing, and everything that routs makes the balance power a little bit worse. In comes another hailstorm. Golden Knight just holding all these guys in place so they can get hit with all these falling rocks. Their leadership goes down. Blood, the only thing keeping them in it. Streltsy need to figure out where they are and shoot. Kossar's shooting at the Mage Lady, but look how close Little Grom is to dead, and still the balance of power is getting worse. Kind of surprised it's not rallying a bit for them as Streltsy line it up. Just shoot Little Grom, though. Just kill him. You need it for the balance of power really badly. Because I actually think green has a decent shot of winning this game. The Ice Witch probably doesn't have that Ice Witch magic left. Yeah, and they're killing Little Grom. They're coming back in it. So we have pistols over here that are about to shoot the Golden Knight. We have Streltsy up on this hill killing Little Grom. This is good stuff. Little Grom's down to 350 HP, routing. Here comes another Hailstorm to poke down these regular Kossars. They're not even important ones. Little Grom's dead, taking that ammo with him off the field, so bounce power gets better for green just a little bit. Now the Streltsy can line up a shot on the Ice Witch or Tempest. Yeah, this is looking pretty good for green. Streltsy trying to line up the shots. Now they're obstructed. A couple little pokes here and there. A couple hundred HP. Ice Witch is coming in, boys. You better fire the last of your shots. Ah, they're reloading. No shots for them as Kossars are firing in onto this Ice Witch as she finishes off the Streltsy. Golden Knight, last we checked in on her, she was 3,000 HP. Now she's down to 2,000. And army losses suddenly hits as the Streltsy route from the Lord, the Armored Kossars route from the Golden Knight. The game just decides it's over. I don't know if that was over. I don't know about that. Oh, it's not Pigman, it's Sippa. There you go. I was casting the whole game like it was Pigman, but it's Sippa. You know what? I'm going to blame this loss on Pigman anyway. Yep. Golden Knight, 670 value. Not amazing. Griffin Legion Wing Lancers did okay. Armored Kossars on both sides did pretty well. Kossars did alright. Little Grom, 1,800 value, was crucial in sniping out Sippa's Lord. Sippa's Lord, that was the big difference, though. 138 value versus 1,500 value. The Blizzards just weren't really there. They had a hard time landing hits. So then Leopard's Hailstorm spam just proved to be way more effective. GG's. The Kislev Mirror.
Subscribe, yes, yes.